So I've taken you guys to the end of this trail down by my place, which is 8 kilometers that way. This is a 1880s, the original road went in here, and they were actually coming in by boat before that, settlers. So down at this end, we've metal detected, and we've got old stuff, you know, 150-year-old, 200-year-old stuff. And the colonial route went further up the edge of the lake. This trail ends at the lake, and then it goes down the Lavaz River, which is the old colonial trade route, which I take you guys on metal detecting all the time. But there's a hunt shack or something I've detected before. We never did figure out what it is. We're going to go check that out, and then we can go down right to the end to the lake where they had some real old settlements, and we can do a spirit box session down there as well. What was the guy in the van doing?
Was he in the van, or is he waiting for us at the shack?
Just to show you guys how thick the bush is here. Super thick. Just tag altars and poplar and tons of brush.
What do you think of that? Is that bush thick?
What's wrong with you? You're not talking tonight. Say something. Hard to make a paranormal video if you won't talk with us.
That was like some kind of screech.
That was like horror movie music.
I don't necessarily like that. Whatever this thing just said, I'm recording.
Ah, I missed it. I don't know. I was gonna say that was some creepy horror movie music coming through that thing.
It wasn't music, it was like a screech, is what I heard. And then it just said something, which I have no idea.
And then it said something we'll have to analyze later because it kind of sounded Chinese to me, man.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep recording in case we get more sounds.
He who has all the flashlights has all the power on a night like this, I think.
I got my infrared.
I heard something like a voice, I don't know.
This camera won't focus. Can't see anything.
I thought I heard a voice.
Mute button.
The last time Grant was at my house and we did a spirit box session behind my house, we were really creeped out. Well, technically we're still behind my house. We're just really far behind my house. Is whatever was at my house in these woods as well? It's the same woods, dude.
Yeah. I'm not really feeling this.
So we're gonna take the knife out. Grant wants it out. Whatever. I guess if we had to stop and dig it out of my pack sack, it'd be too late by that point. So it's out if we need it. Hopefully we don't. And we agreed. True dat. No man left behind. We stay and fight together. I'm pretty sure I can still outrun them, but you never know. Better off to stick together.
It's right in there, I heard something. Could be a deer.
I'm just gonna say, what are you gonna do? Stick a deer with my knife? Dude, it's an animal.
Could be the guy from the van.
So we're just heading out down the trail, and I don't know why I'm walking because I can't see anything. I'm going to stop at that plaque, and I'm going to read that entire plaque to you guys because, as Grant reminded me, a lot of you aren't from here, from Canada, and you find the history and stuff interesting, and it'll just take me 30 seconds to read it to you guys, and it is very interesting, so I will read it.
Hey, I'm from here, and I find it super interesting. First Nations Heritage. Nipissing Natives. The people of the Little Water were here when the French first arrived in 1610. They were very spiritual, and the Manitou Islands were sacred to them. Traders, they went east to Montreal, north to James Bay, and west to Sault Ste. Marie. Winters were spent with the Huron, first people near Midland, trading dried pickerel for corn. So pickerel, that's walleye. Native sites on Smith Island and near Wassy Falls. Native artifacts such as arrowheads and fur scrapers are still found. Some are in the Callender Bay Heritage Museum. Fathers Picard and Raimbot described in the 1642 Jesuit Relations the Feast of the Dead, believed to have taken place at the foot of the Burford Hill. In March of 1650, the Nipissings fought an Iroquois war party on western Trout Lake and then failed in an attack on the Iroquois at Mattawa. In early May, they decided to escape north by the Sturgeon River. However, the ice blew in and blocked the entrance to Callender Bay for several days. Unfortunately, the Iroquois came down the Lavaz River just as they got there, and most were massacred. The rest of the tribe continued up to the Cree at James Bay and then west to the Lake Nipigon area. In the 1670s, some returned to Lake Nipissing.
So really cool plaque here talking about native heritage on this land. A lot of blood spilt amongst the tribes. Not only amongst the tribes, but the French had their partnership and the English had their partnership with different neighbor tribes, and the French and English obviously were at war, so they basically caused more infighting amongst the natives. Some of them sided with the French, some sided with the English, and that's just the way it was. A lot of blood spilt on this land. Stan and I had heard a story down the Lavaz River where we metal detect, we found hundreds of musket balls, and we heard about an attack on the English, and it was the Iroquois and the Huron, the French and the English, and we know where that battle site was because we pulled hundreds of musket balls out of there, and it couldn't be anything but a battle site. So, and that's not too far from here, 5 kilometers from here. We just heard a whistle, like a bird whistle. But it's nighttime, it's winter here, there aren't too many birds around.
I heard it twice.
I was walking, so I heard something, but I couldn't. He said it's a whistle.
Well, maybe it wasn't a bird.
Yeah, he said bird whistle. I heard, I don't know, and then I heard rustling over there, and he said, let's go. So we're going. It's cold.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a rock out there just to see how much ice is there. Enough.
It's frozen. I just asked him up the road if he had lots of battery left in his camera
Literally.
and his phone. And he checked and said, yeah.
It was full.
And I said, mine has a third of a battery. I'm going to swap to a brand new one here because I'm using an old battery. So that's not a surprise. And then I changed my battery. He looked at his. His was down to nothing.
Right now, we stopped to get the knife out. Literally 2 minutes later, I look, it says 12 minutes left.
So I gave him my old battery with a third power. We're going to warm his up in his pocket, see if that's it. I don't know. And I've got a full fresh one on here. So okay, so he's telling me he's seen a red light here in the bush twice.
Well, the first red light was up high, 30 feet up in the air. And then the last one I saw was right above that white sign.
So you've seen a red light twice.
But it wasn't a red light the second time, it was like an orange light.
I haven't seen any freaking light. Dude, hold on. If there's a red light or an orange light or any colored light, we should be here trying to get it on film.
Okay, well, let's ask the ding, the box.
Yeah, fire up the box. Turn that light out so we can see. I mean, there is a lake down here at the end of this road, but I don't think we can see the water from here.
What were those lights I just saw?
I didn't see any lights.
Put your infrared on and shine it over that sign. Or keep it completely black and we'll just keep our eyes looking.
Yeah, I'm looking with my eyeballs.
Yeah, that's weird. There was a red light way up in the sky, dude. Now that I can see a little bit up into the clouds there. There should be no light up there.
This isn't the first time I've seen lights in this forest. I take the skidoo out here. I've got videos on the channel. And we come through the big swamp, which would be a couple kilometers from here. And twice I've seen lights in the swamp at night, and I don't know what they are. And now he's telling me he just saw lights with his eyes. I didn't see it this time.
Absolutely. There was a red light 30 feet up. I didn't know what it was because I couldn't tell the distance or what.
I thought maybe a reflector for a trail marker on the trail.
No.
And then we've looked all around. We don't see any reflectors or anything here.
And then the other light was an orangish light. No idea what it said.
We're almost at the lake now. And I think we passed the trail that goes to the cabin. So I'm 0 for 2. I'm kind of annoyed. I don't know. I didn't see the trail at all. He doesn't want to go down there now. So we've got a lookout over here to our left with an open marsh. And we can see a radio tower with flashing lights. So that's probably what he saw through the bush back there.
We'll try and do a spirit box session here, but at this point it's all we can do.
Well, we're at the lake. We've come too far. I don't know where that trail is. I'm still going to look for it on the way back.
Was this sacred Indian ground at Lake Nipissing? Couldn't hear what it was saying. When I brought it up to my ear, I heard the word "you." Hopefully one of these cameras picked that up.
You hear that?
Yes, I do hear that. All of a sudden the trees are all rustling around us.
So he asked about spirits, native spirits.
I said, was it sacred ground by Lake Nipissing here?
And he got a response, but I had stopped recording to switch my microphone around, and then all the leaves in the trees around here started blowing.
Started rustling at the top of the leaves, which we have not heard once.
Have not heard that the entire walk in here.
This thing said something I couldn't hear, so I brought it closer to my ear, and then I heard the word "you" in my ear.
Do you think you got it on your recording?
No idea.
I know I didn't get it because I wasn't recording.
I was recording, so it either picked it up or it didn't. We don't mean any disrespect. We're not tromping through the land here. We want to use this box to try and communicate. So we just want to say hello. And if you got a friendly message and you want to try and communicate through this box, maybe we can hear you.
Hello. Apparently 1610 the French were here, then the English, and 1880-ish there was a farm. Cranberry Farm was down here. This is Cranberry Marsh, and I'm assuming there were tons of cranberries.
Do you remember eating the cranberries from down here? Were they used to make something special, or you just ate cranberries? Were we led here for a reason tonight, or we just happened to come here? Will the native spirits take care of us on this land and protect us? If you're pure of spirit. Does anybody want to talk to us? Do you have a message you want to share with everybody?
Yes, we something. Do? It also said we.
I'm sure if it's a yes, we speak or something. I don't know.
Yes, we, and then I'm not sure. I don't know. But we, as in multiple spirits.
How many spirits are here with us right now?
All right, both of our arms are getting tired from holding up these cameras, so I guess we're going to walk out of here and leave the spirit box running as we go.
Thank you for having us tonight in this sacred spot. I feel peaceful out here on this, surrounded by the water and the geese and everything. It's very beautiful, so thank you.
Okay, he just asked for a final response and he got something. What did it say?
Shh, still talking. The first one sounded almost like, I don't know, could be wrong. It's something about that should almost be worth it or something. I don't know.
I was just going to go over there and say, this night has been a bust, is what I was going to say. So if the spirit box just said, no, it was worth it, then, hey, they're reading my mind.
Another male voice came in as you were talking. I came over. Freaking noses run. You don't have Kleenex, do you?
No. You should ask the guy in the van. I bet you he's got lots.
No doubt.
Guess what I just found? We were walking by and you see the teeniest little deer trail. This is the spot that goes up to that camp. He doesn't want to go. Should we go? Paper, rock, scissors, you for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Hey, no crossing swords there, mister. Ready? Ha! One.
Fuck off.
Oh, we're going to the cabin. All right, follow me. There's not much of a trail here. Okay, you see those? There's a stand of trees up here. Dude, this place is creepy. You're gonna like this.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna love it.
No, come on. Stick with me here. We've come this far. It's right here.
You got 24 minutes, max. We're on the way out. He's found this trail to this cabin. I don't want to do. I lost it. Rock, paper, scissors again. We've been here like 2 hours. It's ice cold. He has no idea where we're going. Look at. Hey, come here. Do you know where you're going?
Why, do you see it?
No. Isn't there a trail that way?
Yeah, it's just across this little field. It's like right there.